All right. So I've been thinking about this video topic for a while now, and I think it's about time that I make it because I have very personal firsthand experience with falling off, with losing your mojo, just falling off the wagon, however you want to put it. I have man, if only I could put it into words the way it feels. It's awful. It's honestly awful. Okay, so let me just start by saying that falling off is very easy. When you start doing well for yourself, falling off and like letting all of your progress return to zero is easy. It doesn't happen immediately, but it's easy. It's easy for you to slip. Slip is a key word in the topic of this video because that's how it feels. You might miss a day, or you fall off for one day, and it's actually easy to pick back up after just one day, maybe 1 or 2 days. But once you start to slip into your bad habits, slip into your bad, mental states, it's very easy to stay there because to climb back up is the hard part, right? So if we go back to about 2020, I was on a high. I was just like riding this high because I was a senior in college. I was in a fraternity. I joined a fraternity, and I was going out all the time, making new friends, meeting girls, clubbing, doing everything that you would expect from a fraternity guy, a frat guy in college, right? I was doing all that, having the time of my life. But if you go back just a little bit before that, I was kind of just doing my thing in school. I was going to the gym all the time and eating healthy and didn't really drink. I smoked a little bit, but I didn't really drink. And yeah, I was on a pretty good groove. My body was looking good. Maybe I'll throw up some pictures if I can in iMovie, but if not, then you can just imagine. My body was looking pretty good. My mind was going strong. I had a good friend group that I felt I could talk to about anything, and that all goes up until about fall of 2019. I was feeling good. Fall 2019 is when I joined this fraternity, and I'm feeling even better. Like I said, making new friends, going out, trying new things, making new experiences. But something that came along with that is I was drinking a lot more. I had a great time, but a lot of times those great times aren't really the best for you. So I'm drinking a lot, having a good time, going out, and pretty much winter slash spring of 2020, I started to go on this decline, and I'll tell you why. So I started going on this decline because I thought that I had a disease, and I thought that this disease was gonna be permanent, a permanent disease. I know your mind might be turning, but don't even worry about all that. I thought that I had some disease that was going to be with me for life, and I just had this catastrophic mindset that my life was over and that there was nothing that I could do for myself, right? And that built over time, over about 3 months. That mindset kind of built, and it destroyed any bit of progress that I had made within myself or any work that I put in. It kind of destroyed that, reset me to baseline. Because then the pain started, and I'm already in a whack mindset because I'm drinking all the time, and I'm going out with friends, and then all of a sudden all that stops, and then I think I have this disease is going to be with me forever, and all that there is to do anymore, I feel like, was to drink. Because I'm in a house with my friends, and it's like, hey, you want to drink? Yeah. Next day, hey, you want to drink? Sure. But I could have been doing more to better myself, but that would have been the hard part, is actually initiating myself to put in some work to continue my progression. But I didn't do that. I just decided to drink and hang out, and that's pretty much it. So once that happened, I literally fell into a like pretty much crippling depression. Like I've never been depressed in my life except for this period of time from about March 2020 to about maybe mid 2021. It's crazy. It lasted for that long. And I had, even though I'd never had anything like this before, and it's what happened was I started seeing symptoms of the disease that I thought I had in my head. I started seeing them physically because I believed that I had that disease. My body literally started producing the symptoms of the disease and like identifying the smallest little ailment. It started identifying with that. So as you can see, all those the drinking, the belief, the everything started happening with things shutting down, and like my mind to like just slowly kept going down and down and down and down and down. There's times where I didn't want to be here because of that, and literally the whole time there's nothing wrong with me. But there's another factor where I couldn't even go to the doctor because my doctor's office was closed during shutdowns, and like I couldn't even rule out the disease that I thought I had. That it could have been just like an easy test and be like, nope, you're good, move on with your life. No, I couldn't even do that because shutdowns. So like literally everything just kept combining and just piling on to my mental health and slowly breaking me down. And I say all that because I was living my entire best life in college. Like I felt unstoppable in college. I loved college and I had such a good time. And all of it just came to a crashing halt in around March, April, May-ish of 2020. And I came out of nowhere. And like, so I want you to know that when you're going strong, you have to keep going strong, right? It's okay if you miss a day, but you cannot let yourself miss another day, right? Because you miss one day and then you miss another day. Once you miss that second day, you're starting to form habits. Missing one day is an anomaly. Missing 2 days, that's when you're starting to build habits and starting to move back into that other mind state. And that mind state is an easy one to navigate through. It's an easy one to have. Saying, oh man, I got a lot of work to do, but I can do it later. That's an easy thought to have, right? Saying, oh, I got a lot of work to do and I have a lot of time to do it, but I'm gonna do it right now because my future self will benefit the most. That is the hard mind state that'll lead to an easier life. The easier mind state will always lead to the harder life. You have to make the hard choices that's going to keep your mental state strong. You have to intentionally strengthen your mental state. And during that period of time, I did not. I stopped going to the gym. I didn't start meditating until recently, but I didn't meditate. I didn't do any type of self-care to fortify my mind. And pretty much I was actually breaking it down by doing all the drinking. So when you stop doing those things that's going to strengthen you, you become weak. If you don't strength train, you become weak. If you think about it like gym wise, if you don't go to the gym and lift weights, you're going to become weak. If you don't, continue those little habits that you do every day, you become mentally weak. And mental weakness is a hard thing to overcome because it takes willpower, which is extremely hard to build, but it can be done if you just do it little by little every day. That's what makes it easy, is just doing it little by little every single day. Everybody wants to fix it overnight. You can't fix your brain. You can't fix your mind overnight. Willpower, discipline, which is also hard because discipline is built by doing things that you don't want to do that you know will benefit you in the future. It takes willpower and it takes discipline, and a lot of people don't have that, but it's time to start building it. So, what are some ways that you can build your discipline? Start going to the gym. Just get in there. Start doing some meditation. Just do it for a minute. You know, if you don't brush your teeth twice a day, start doing that. Or just start doing things. Well, think about what would help you an hour from now. Think about what will help you, later tonight. Think about what will help you tomorrow, next week, next month, and in the years to come. Think about those things more purposefully, and that will help you start thinking about ways that you can build discipline. And then you actually have to do them. You can't just think about it. You actually have to do it. And that way, you build those tiny little habits that you would do every single day. And slowly you will become more and more disciplined. Your willpower become much stronger. And you will be able to maintain a strong mental health state. It's all about maintenance. And with maintenance, then you start progressively overloaded, and that's how you get progression. But if you can just start and then maintaining a strong mental health, that's like the biggest first step that you can do in completing and achieving your goals, right? So yeah, hopefully I can add those pictures in of me before and after, I would call it a mental breakdown. I'll do my best, my damnedest to get those pictures in there, because you can see the progression from college guy who's enjoying life to college senior who is on the brink and going through a mental breakdown. You can see it in my eyes. You can see it in the fake smiles that I had to put on. You can see it in all that. Now you can see where I have progressed to and where I am now. And hopefully you can become inspired to do the hard things that'll put you in a better mental state. All right, so that's all I have for this video. Yeah, I hope there's something you can take with you from this, and hopefully you like it and you decide to drop a like. But that's all I have for this video, and I'm going to end it right there. See ya.